Welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett in front of the camera for once. We're going to see how many of you pick up how many videos I do wearing the same damn t-shirt all at the same time. Kind of comfortable like this. Somewhat enjoying it. We're doing another unboxing, this time with Wizkid's Dungeons & Dragons Attack Wing. The latest OP event, I think it's OP2 for the Elemental Evil. Yeah. I think it's Elemental Evil. Elemental Evil? Elemental Evil. Is a figure. It is an Air Elemental. The Air Elemental is a pretty cool figure. So for those who don't know what Dungeons & Dragons Attack Wing is, you play a bunch of fantasy figures based off of Wizards of the Coast, Dungeons & Dragons. It's a miniature game with pre-painted figures. You build your army and you battle out with other players. For those who don't know what the organized play is, the organized play is you get together with other players in stores, you play out scenarios, who are usually the top 2 players win prizes, and then there's usually one prize for the fellowship that everyone else votes on. So this organized play, which should be going on in most stores right about now, has a prize of an Air Elemental. What we're going to do is we're going to crack it open and show off the figure itself. Before we do that, though, what I want to show off is the prizes that you will get if you just participate. Usually just showing up, you get some cards for playing, which is kind of cool. So if you play in this OP event, we've got 2 cards here. There's one's called Warcaster. On the other side is Warcaster. One's an Arcane Feat and one's a Divine Feat. So I'm just reading it off. Is disable this upgrade to initiate a spell attack without needing, this is the Arcane Feat, without needing to spend any required target or concentrate tokens. Disable this upgrade after initiating a spell attack to roll +1 attack die each time you attack with that spell this round. Must be a bard, sorcerer, warlock, or wizard to equip. On the other side is the Warcaster. This is disable this upgrade to initiate a spell attack without needing to spend any required target or concentrate tokens. This is disable this upgrade after initiating a spell attack to roll +1 attack die each time you attack with that spell this round. It's level 9 or up. The cost is 4, so that's one item. The other one is the Spell Sniper, or the Spell Sniper. It's Divine Feat or Arcane Feat. We'll read the Arcane Feat first. Disable this upgrade to increase the range of a spell you are initiating by +1 range increment, maximum of range 4. If the spell requires you to place the burst token, only increase the range used to place the burst token. Disable this upgrade, disable this upgrade, placing the burst token for a spell upgrade. The burst token receives the continuous effect below. Continuous effect, the range of the burst token's effect is increased by 1, maximum range 4. Must be a bard, sorcerer, warlock, or wizard to equip. This is not considered a spell upgrade. And then finally we have the Spell Sniper, which is the Divine Feat. Cost 4. Disable this upgrade to increase the range of a spell you're initiating by +1 range increment, maximum of 4. If the spell requires you to place the burst token, only increase the range used to place the burst token. Or disable this upgrade after placing the burst token for a spell upgrade. The burst token receives this continue effect below. The range of the burst token's effect is increased by 1. Maximum range of 4. Must be a cleric or druid to equip. This is not considered a spell upgrade. That one is also cost of 4. So let's actually crack open the Air Elemental and show it off. Now, for those who are observant, what's really smart of what Wizkid does for the D&D Attack Wing is they have a line of D&D miniatures. They usually just take those figures, maybe a small tweak on their base, and put them out so we know what the figures are going to look like. I actually haven't seen this figure in person, so this is the first time for me to really look at it. I'm giving it a massive thumbs up. It's pretty cool. The painting, I think, is fantastic. There's a lot of cool detail. It looks like some slight dry brushing or whatever. It's slightly translucent too on top of it. The face is pretty neat. So that's... Hopefully you can see that. See the detail on it. Really like the face. I think the face is pretty damn cool. So that's pretty neat. Going over the cards, we've got that. Usual stuff. There's a debris cloud. The usual base, so it's a large base figure, and all that. So nothing too crazy as far as the items that you get, the small little items that you get with it. Let's go over the elemental itself. We have movement. It is flight and ground. It's the same movement. It's actually really maneuverable. There's a whole bunch of green forward, a whole bunch of white. It can reverse without taking any issues. It can go backwards. That's a really maneuverable figure, especially for such a large base. That's pretty cool. And this is probably why. We're looking at a fairly pricey figure. The Air Elemental Cyclone. It's a level 7. It has 3 attack, 3 defense, 3 lives, and 1 shield. It has an attack forward 2 melee attack called Slam. Costs 35 points. It's pretty beefy for a for that sort of attack. It's like dragon level as far as cost, but I don't think it quite has the oomph when it comes to attacks, though it's not horrible. Then finally we've got Zephyros, the Elemental, the named one's level 14. Zephyros rolls +2 attack dice whenever he makes a primary attack, weapon melee attack against a creature that is in the air. Compared to the other one, he's 3, 4, 4, 2, so 1 more defense, 1 more life, and 1 more shield. His cost is 50, so pretty expensive to field him. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, upgrade cards of varying costs. So let's go over that. I believe that's the one. Alright, so we're going to start with this first one. Its cost is 3. It's called Elemental Nature. Place 2 timers on this upgrade to flip one of your face up damage cards face down. Must be an elemental to equip. Makes sense. Not a bad card. We've seen that with a bunch of other types of cards, so that's not too shocking. We've got Debris Cloud. Its cost is 3. After you move, if you are on the ground, you may disable this upgrade and then place 1 timer on it. Continuous effect, you and all creatures within range 1 to 2 of your roll, 1 or 2 of you roll +1 defense die during combat. Creatures attacked by air elementals do not receive this bonus. Must be an air elemental to equip. Interesting. Not sure how much I dig it, but it is definitely an interesting upgrade for 3. Next we've got Sweep. It's a special card. When performing a type of action, you may disable this upgrade to use the +2 maneuver template instead of the 1 maneuver template. If the maneuver template passes through another creature, this action, I think it's the slide action, the pivot action. Pivot, no. Slide, yeah, whatever. Not that that's huge. I'm just having a brain fart, sorry. So that cost us 3. We have 4. This is called Permeate. It's special. During a primary weapon melee attack, you may disable this upgrade during the deflect hits step of combat to ignore all of your opponent's armor tokens. That's pretty important. So maybe it's not that bad after all. Its cost is 4. You must be an air elemental to equip. And then finally we have Whirlwind. This is ranged 1, cost of 5. Disable this upgrade and place 3 timers on it to make a 3 dice attack against every creature within range 1 in every direction, ground and air. Armor cannot be used to deflect this attack. You may spin each creature that is damaged by this attack either 90 degrees or 180 degrees in the direction of your choice. You cannot spin obstacles or similar objects after you conclude this attack. Place an exhaustion token beside your creature. Must be an air elemental to equip. That's pretty cool. So overall, the Air Elemental, for me, it's a pretty interesting figure and addition to the game. It is one that I might run like 2 of them in a build just to see what happens, a 120-point build. It could be a lot of fun with your upgrades and all of that. You're maybe looking at 1 more figure to use. It sounds like these could just be fun to get in there and cause all sorts of trouble. Overall, I think a cool addition to the D&D Tackling game. For those who are interested in your chance of trying to win one of these, the OP event should be going on now at your local stores. Of course, go to the Wizkids.com website and check for local events, and hopefully you can win one of these. And thanks for watching. I'm Brett with Graphic Policy Television GPTV. You can, of course, catch us every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, all at Graphic Policy. We keep it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep rolling those die and keep it geeky.